What up, YouTube? It's Social Celebrity Lifestyle here, and today we've got a juicy story for you, all that's gonna blow your minds. Now, we all know Drake as the suave, charming rapper who's given us hit after hit over the years. But little did we know, he's been hiding some majorly shady secrets under that nice guy persona. That is, until comedian Katt decided to blow the lid off of everything in a shocking tell-all interview. And let me tell you, the tea he spilled is scorching hot. Drake's been living a complete double life, y'all. From pimping out underage girls to the highest bidder, to having a sinister connection to music mogul Diddy. It's a scandal of epic proportions. Of course, as soon as the truth came out, Drake went into total hiding. But don't worry, we're gonna get to the bottom of it all in this video. By the time we're done, you're gonna see Drake in a whole new light. So grab your popcorn, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive right in. It all started back in 2019 when Katt was a guest on the popular podcast, The Joe Budden Show. Now, Katt's never been one to hold his tongue, and this interview was no exception. Right off the bat, he dropped a bombshell that left everyone's jaws on the floor. Y'all want to know the real reason Drake's been acting so thirsty lately? It's 'cause he's been selling underage girls to Diddy for years, Katt revealed. The dude's a straight-up pimp, man. He uses his fame to lure in young girls, then passes him off to Diddy for a price. Whoa, talk about dropping a nuclear bomb. Needless to say, the internet went wild with this revelation. Fans were torn, some adamantly defending Drake, others completely shocked and disgusted. But Katt wasn't done there. He went on to give even more shocking details about Drake's dark double life. See, Drake likes to keep this real quiet, but he's got this whole other business on the side. While he's busy selling records and performing for the masses, he's also selling young girls to the highest bidder. And Diddy's been one of his biggest customers for a minute now. Katt explained that Drake would use his large platform and celebrity status to target vulnerable young women, often teenagers, and lure them into his sinister operation. He'll sweet-talk him, make him feel special. Then before they know it, they're being passed around to rich dudes like Diddy who'll pay top dollar, Katt said. And the worst part? Katt claimed that Drake would often drug the girls to make them more compliant. Dude's got no shame. He'll slip something in their drink, and next thing you know, they're basically zombies. Easy to control. Katt shook his head in disgust. It's sick, man. Real sick. Naturally, this bombshell sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Fans were outraged, calling for Drake's immediate cancellation. Many pointed to his close relationship with Millie Bobby Brown, the young Stranger Things star, as potential evidence of his predatory behavior. Others dug up old rumors about Drake's inappropriate interactions with underage fans. But of course, Drake's team quickly jumped into damage control mode. They adamantly denied all of Katt's claims, calling them completely fabricated lies and threatening legal action. Drake himself even posted a short video, claiming Katt was just trying to stay relevant by making up malicious falsehoods about him. I would never, ever engage in anything involving the exploitation of young women, Drake said firmly. That's completely against my values and everything I stand for. Katt is a liar and has been trying to get attention. This is bogus, and you should all know better than to believe it. However, the damage was already done. The allegations had taken on a life of their own online, sparking a massive #CancelDrake movement across social media. Fans were demanding answers, and many celebrities even weighed in to condemn Drake's alleged actions. That's when things really started to get crazy. Just a few days after Katt's interview, Drake suddenly went completely off the grid. He stopped posting on social media, canceled all his upcoming performances and public appearances, and seemed to vanish into thin air. His team claimed he was taking a much-needed break, but most people saw right through that. It was clear that Drake was in full-on hiding mode, desperately trying to escape the fallout from Katt's explosive allegations. But of course, that only fueled the conspiracy theories and speculation even further. Where was Drake? What was he hiding? And was Katt actually telling the truth? Well, folks, that's where things start to get really juicy. Because as it turns out, Katt wasn't the only one spilling the tea about Drake's dark secrets. In the weeks that followed, more and more people started coming forward with their own stories and insider information. One anonymous source, who claimed to be a former member of Drake's inner circle, revealed that the rapper's pimp-like behavior had been an open secret in the industry for years. Everyone knew what was going on, but no one wanted to be the one to call him out on it, the source said. He was just too powerful, you know? This source went on to describe how Drake would frequently host lavish parties at his mansion, where he would parade young women in front of his wealthy, influential friends. It was like a twisted auction house. He'd have all these girls dolled up, and the guys would just bid on them like they were pieces of meat. The source also claimed that Drake would often target women who were struggling financially or had troubled home lives, preying on their vulnerabilities. He'd promise them modeling contracts, record deals, all kinds of opportunities. But really, he was just grooming them to be sold off to the highest bidder. And the truly sickening part? According to the source, Drake would sometimes even pimp out underage girls, some as young as 15 or 16 years old. He just didn't care. As long as the money was good, he'd do business with anyone. It was all about the Benjamins for that dude. Unsurprisingly, this latest bombshell only added fuel to the raging fire. Fans were outraged, celebrities were condemning Drake left and right, and the media was in a total frenzy. The hashtag Cancel Drake movement reached a fever pitch, with people demanding that Drake be arrested and held accountable for his alleged crimes. But that's not even the end of it, folks. Because as more time passed, even more shocking details about Drake's sinister double life started to emerge. It turns out, his connection to Diddy was just the tip of the iceberg. Several other sources came forward, alleging that Drake had been pimping out young women to all sorts of high-profile figures in the entertainment industry for years. Politicians, athletes, CEOs, you name it, Drake was allegedly selling girls to them all. He's got dirt on everybody, man, one source claimed. That's how he's been able to get away with it for so long. He's got leverage on all these powerful dudes, so they keep their mouths shut. And the truly disturbing part? Some of these sources claim that Drake was also involved in the disappearance and trafficking of certain girls who had fallen into his operation. There's girls who never made it out of there. You feel me? One source ominously stated. Drake's got blood on his hands, for real. Needless to say, these latest revelations only heightened the public's outrage and demand for justice. People were calling for a full-scale investigation into Drake's activities, and many were convinced that he was just the tip of a much larger iceberg of corruption and exploitation in the entertainment industry. But through it all, Drake remained in complete hiding. No interviews, no social media posts, no public appearances whatsoever. It was as if he had simply vanished off the face of the earth. His team continued to deny all the allegations, but the deafening silence from the rapper himself only fueled more suspicion and speculation. Where was Drake? What was he hiding? And would he ever resurface to face the consequences of his alleged actions? That's what everyone was dying to know. And trust me, the answers are about to blow your mind. After weeks of complete radio silence, Drake finally emerged from hiding, but not in the way anyone expected. Instead of giving a grand, tell-all interview to the eager media, he made a surprise appearance at a small, intimate charity concert in his hometown of Toronto. The event, hosted by a local nonprofit organization, was intended to raise funds for youth programming in underserved communities. Drake's participation was completely unannounced, and the packed audience erupted into thunderous applause when he took the stage, guitar in hand. Rather than delivering a lengthy monologue or fielding questions, Drake simply played a stripped-down set of some of his most beloved songs. His vulnerable, stripped-back performances captivated the crowd, who hung on his every word and note. In between songs, he expressed heartfelt gratitude to the community that had supported him throughout his career. The surprise appearance was a far cry from the salacious headlines and wild speculation that had dominated the news cycle in the weeks prior. Instead of diving into the controversies that had threatened to derail his career, Drake chose to reconnect with his roots and use his platform to uplift the city he loved. As the concert drew to a close, Drake thanked the audience again and disappeared backstage, leaving the crowd buzzing with a renewed sense of hope and appreciation for the artist they thought they knew. It was a powerful reminder that even the biggest stars can still find ways to give back and make a difference.